Then he gonna tell me I ain't even apologize? Like, who the fuck you think I am? Boy, you better slap your fucking self. Ain't paying your ass shit. Fuck you talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any of the other sanctioned bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody.
Going up against a guy who was perceived as being bigger and stronger, Crawford was strong. Crawford was strong enough to fend him off, strong enough to make him respect his own power. He used his jab. He used his distance. He had poise in the ring. He wasn't rattled. He backed up and moved when necessary and kept us different. He exchanged enough to gain respect when necessary. It was a brilliant, brilliant, masterful fight on Terence Crawford's part.
These are the fighters. There was a decision that he took, a decision that the WBC took, but in no ways there's any feelings other than wishing him success, and may God bless him inside and outside the ring. And I like the idea of us signing this beautiful signal.
We're going to leave this at the entrance, and anybody who wishes to sign or wish good luck to this gentleman, please do. And it's with sincerity that we do wish him, as all boxers, the best of luck, safe, and health.
After that, the domino fell fast. The WBC announced the super middleweight belt was now vacant, and then the WBA stepped in and made their own ruling. In minutes, the entire undisputed run Crawford earned inside the ring was split across different fighters outside the ring. No punches thrown, no rounds fought, and yet the belts were gone.
La verdad no me voy a rebajar digo, ya me comentaron, ¿no? Que dijo cosas horribles. No me voy a rebajar. Terence Crawford es un boxeador. El propósito de la existencia del organismo es el boxeador. Y que Dios lo bendiga, que tenga mucho éxito. Es un gran peleador. Ha sido campeón mundial de los 4 organismos, ya 12 años. Es la estructura. Y si él toma sus decisiones, ese es su derecho. Y lo que él diga es cuestión de lo que él va a decir. No va a encontrar en el Consejo Mundial de Boxeo un rival para pelear, definitivamente.
When Crawford heard the accusations, he exploded on Instagram Live. Bud said, "I am not paying you anything," and asked what makes you better than the other organizations. He said the ring belt is the real belt and that one is free. But also said Sulman was upset because he beat Canelo, and even said you were mad that I beat your boy, I could see it on your face. And the truth is many fans believe him because the timing looks way too convenient. Crawford becomes the face of boxing destroys, Canelo becomes a global star, and then suddenly the belts disappear. You tell me, does that sound normal? Comment below. I want to see what you think.
Mauricio, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because everybody in the world know you was going for Canelo. You was mad that I beat Canelo. It's okay. It happens, you know? But if you a real fan of the sport, you would have, you know, said congratulations instead of having that little smirk on your face, all mad and pouting. But listen though, you should have took the money, and you should have been thankful and grateful that I was rocking your belt around as your champion. They got they ranking systems when people be mandatories for years, like Benavidez. You know, they don't strip these fighters, but I give credit to the IBF. They stripped me. They ain't even give me time. They stripped me, popped me, even though I wasn't, you know, coming back down the way. But, you know, they handled their business. They did what they were supposed to do. The WBC, you ain't never see them strip no Canelo.
Neither Stephen A. nor Max blamed Bud. Instead, they went after the whole sanction system. Stephen A. said you cannot call yourself a world championship sport when fighters can lose belts without stepping in the ring. Max Kellerman added you want legitimacy, but you are playing by rules casual fans do not even understand. This is the real issue. Boxing has too many belts, too many rules, too many sanction fees, too many inconsistent calls, and now it is hurting the best fighter alive.
Turkey Al-Sheikh, I have an idea on how you can fix boxing almost forever. Turkey, it is understood and no mystery that you have a ton of money. You already have it to the point where everybody is just fighting each other and people are getting exposed and we're finding out who the best is. Now all we need is one title. If you can buy out all the sanctioning bodies and replace it with that one undisputed belt, one champion, like back in the day. And now everybody got to fight the champ. And hell, he shouldn't even have to pay a sanctioning fee.
Here's where everything shifts. Crawford is not denying that he didn't pay the fee. He is denying that the fee made any sense in the first place. He said these organizations stay in luxury hotels, eat expensive meals, use fighter money to cover their lifestyle, and charge fighters for every belt they carry. Bud even said you should be paying me. And honestly, when a fighter beats Canelo and becomes undisputed at 38 years old, he is not wrong.
You know, I see Mauricio, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right? Then he gonna tell me I ain't even apologize. Like, who the fuck you think I am? Boy, you better slap your fucking self. I ain't paying your ass shit. Fuck you talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any of the other sanctioned bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. Fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. Who you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanctioned bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanctioned bodies agreed to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking belt.
Which leads to the big question Stephen A. brought up. Should sanctioned bodies even have this much power over star fighters? Drop your thoughts. When Floyd spoke out years ago about there being too many belts, people laughed. Nobody is laughing now. Floyd said the belt system is built to drain fighters financially.
People don't know. You have to pay for every belt that you win, there's a sanctioning fee. So now if a fighter wins an interim belt, he has to pay a sanctioning fee. If a fighter has just the regular belt, he has to pay a sanctioning fee. Then if a fighter is a super champion, then he has to pay a sanctioning fee. This is not good for the sport of boxing.
Floyd warned fighters that paying fees every fight is a trap. And now Crawford is living that warning in real time. Floyd's message was simple. Fans do not realize how much these fees take from fighters. Too many belts, too many fees, too many politics. And now Bud is dealing with every one of those problems at the same time.
Seeing fighters after the fight, everybody got a championship belt now. Now boxing, all these belts is like trophies. The WBC, the WBA, the IBF and the WBO, y'all gotta clean this shit up. Y'all have to clean this up. This is bad for boxing. Ain't there such thing as no super champion. You guys are just taking extra money from all these fighters, getting extra money from sanctioning fees. And this goes for my company as well. We gotta clean the sport of boxing up. This don't look good. When you look on TV now, everybody's a champion.
This is where things went crazy because not everyone agreed with Crawford. Some backed him and some did not. Lamont Roach said every fighter should pay sanction fees because it is part of the system. Bill Haney said fighters should never be forced to pay these fees unless they agree before the fight.
Now I hear this narrative, this new narrative that you don't have to be a champion.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be a champion. That's a falsehood. Somewhere, everyone started thinking that they have to pay for the sanctioning fee. Right, that's what the public. Right, if you take a look at the public and what everyone is saying, the fans are, you shouldn't have to pay for. Well, we don't pay the sanctioning fees.
Comes out of the check.
No. It's decided way before the fight even happens. Who's going to pay the sanctioning fees? Well, if you deliver a world title fight to a network. The network is going to pick up the sanctioning fees. Yeah, the network is going to put enough in the budget. Listen, we need to knock it off and stop.
Not every time, because I remember Wilder complaining he had to pay $40,000.
Rolando Romero said, if you win the belt, you pay for it.
With boxers paying fees for belts, is that a real thing?
Yeah, that's normal. It's called sanctioning fee.
Is that fair?
Yeah. Fight for their belt, you better pay their damn money, because if you don't have a belt, you're not making as much money anyways.
Let's say, for instance, right, you find me a deal for $1 million, but you want 300,000. Okay, that's a lot of money. But I wouldn't have had the fucking million to begin with if it wasn't for you.
If it wasn't for finding this.
Pay the sanctioning fee. Stop being a chief fuck.